What's going on, guys? It's MW3 or ThnxCya, and welcome to some TDM action on the map bootleg. And yeah, we go 2703 in this one. It's a pretty decent gameplay, and I'm sorry it's using the Type 95 again. I use this gun quite a lot to rank up, so obviously I got a few gameplays using it, but I don't really use it online anymore, and this is kind of the last one that I have saved up, so I might as well show it and use it so I can move on to using different guns in the future. But yeah, today I want to talk to you a little bit about the power of YouTube. The power of YouTube in terms of publicity and promotion, and I'm going to use a case study of the sort of recent feud that's happened, very recent feud that's happened between the Yogscast and Notch. And yeah, I want to say first of all that this isn't going to be sort of a rant video where I take one of the party's sides, and I'm not really going to be talking in detail about the whole situation, but I'm going to be using the situation as sort of a case study basically, and looking at the bigger picture, sort of an impartial viewer. And I'm going to be talking about the ramifications for both parties, basically. So yeah, I'm going to sort of outline the situation for you guys who don't really know about it. Basically, the Yogscast is a really big channel on YouTube where, as well as doing other games, they also cover Minecraft. And they've had a lot of success from, playing Minecraft, and doing Minecraft shows and series and stuff. Whereas Notch is actually the developer and the creator of Minecraft. And I'm not sure how much development he does nowadays, because he probably has like a team to, do most of the work for him. Because obviously now he's made his multi-millions. He probably takes more of sort of a managing director role, I'd imagine. I'm not too sure. Correct me if I'm wrong on that. But yeah, anyway. Basically, they had the first ever Minecraft convention in Las Vegas a couple of days ago, and everything seemed to go okay. And then it seemed that Notch started tweeting. And it just seems so ridiculous these days that Twitter seems to be this like breeding ground for sort of inter-YouTuber arguments, and I've noticed quite a lot of it recently. I'm not actually on Twitter myself, but I read sort of YouTube comments, and it just seems that a lot of this kind of stuff gets started on Twitter. But yeah, he kind of tweeted stuff out about how the gist of it was basically the Yogscast were really difficult to work with. They were rude, they were obnoxious, they were divas or whatever. They were very demanding, this, that, and the other, and how they were using bad language in front of like minors or whatever. And I'm sure like if you want to find out all the details, you can look at them up or whatever. I'm not really going to go into that because that's not really the point. But yeah, that kind of stuff exploded on Twitter, and as a direct sort of repercussion of that, a lot of people reacted very negatively towards the Yogscast, and on their channel, from when I checked actually, they sort of basically immediately lost 20,000 subscribers, which for any channel is a lot. I mean, for Yogscast it's not like major, but they probably get maybe 3,000 or 4,000 subs a week, so it's still a fair amount of subscribers that they lost. But that kind of tells me that these people who actually did unsubscribe are very impulsive people, and they're either massive fans of Minecraft and Notch, like die-hard fans, or they kind of were very sort of quick in their decision making. Because I personally am waiting to hear the response from the Yogscast before I kind of make up my mind on what I kind of think of the general sort of situation. And the Yogscast, when I'm making this video, haven't yet made their statement because they're kind of sleeping off jet lag. But yeah, I kind of look forward to it really as sort of an impartial party really, because it's quite a strange situation. And kind of the more sort of interesting part of the video that I want to talk about now is publicity, in terms of the question is, where would Minecraft be without the Yogscast, as opposed to where would the Yogscast be without Minecraft? And in my opinion, I believe that regardless of the Yogscast themselves, Notch will have made his multi-millions, and the Minecraft would still be a very popular game. However, I believe that also the Yogscast would still be a pretty big YouTube channel, but they would, I believe, not be anywhere near as big as they actually are without Minecraft. However, the flip side of the coin is how much publicity has the Yogscast given Minecraft with the videos. Because if you look at the viewing figures, the amount of views that the Yogscast have had on their like Minecraft videos alone are absolutely huge, and you have to ask how many people, as a direct response to watching a Yogscast video, have went out and bought Minecraft. I myself didn't discover Minecraft through the Yogscast. I actually discovered it through ThnxCya, who is another really big YouTuber. He actually works at Machinima in the Machinima Respawn office, but Yeah, I discovered Minecraft from him, and this is another example about how YouTube as a power has really, I believe, been absolutely pinnacle and influential in the promotion of Minecraft, you know. And Notch really has to realise, I believe, that without YouTube as, you know, like a body, and without the directors on YouTube, such as the Yogscast and C-Nanas and Uber Haxel Nova and Captain Sparkles or whatever, Minecraft, I believe, would be nowhere near as big as it is today, you know, and it could have just been one of these indie games that, you know, would have got brushed aside, I believe, without the sheer power of what internet can do to a company these days. And there's also another really interesting sort of article that I read by a guy called Total Biscuit, who's actually another British YouTuber. He does sort of gameplays and stuff, and it's his job, you know, he's very good at what he does, and he's, you know, fairly successful, but he actually wrote up a sort of like a post up on, I think, Reddit forums, about the reaction to Yogscast and Notch, and I believe he was very pro Yogscast in this, but that's not really the point. Obviously, it's quite a long article. It's very interesting if you want to go and read it, but as well as sort of defending the Yogscast, the more interesting point for me was that he mentioned that he does a series called, I think it's What the Fuck Is, and then it's a game that he plays, and I believe he plays a game called Magicka. I've not played it myself, but he says in this article that the game developers from the people who make Magicka have been in contact with him, and they basically say that the sales of Magicka have been, you know, very, very directly influenced by the videos that he has made, you know, and these game devs are very, very grateful to Total Biscuit for making these videos, you know, because these game devs really appreciate the amount of publicity that this guy has given to their game, you know, and that's a further example of how, you know, game developers realize that YouTube as an advertising force and as a publicity force is really, really huge, you know. And I'm just hoping that, obviously now with Notch, I don't really think that YouTube can do really, obviously there's a very, very steady flow of YouTube Minecraft videos, you know, there's always Minecraft on the homepage, but it just seems a case with the Yogscast that Notch is now in sort of an opportunity to say, you know what, you guys, you've done so much for me in terms of publicising my game, but I don't need you anymore. And that's kind of, I'm worrying that that might be the situation, you know, especially if the Yogscast decide and take it very far and say that they will no longer be doing Minecraft content, because only one party is going to suffer in that decision, and that will be the Yogscast, you know, because I imagine a lot of their sort of subscribers are really only subscribed to them for Minecraft content, especially like the Shadow of Israfel series, which I believe is one of the like most sort of popular series on YouTube. So yeah, I just thought this commentary might be interesting to kind of show the kind of butterfly effect of how just a few words on Twitter can impact, you know, so many people in sort of the gaming community, in the YouTube community, you know, and it's just absolutely crazy how, especially when you're kind of dealing with people at that higher level of their sort of professional work. Like obviously, Notch is a very professional man, and the Yogscast have created a very professional business from YouTube, you know, so they're obviously, they're not like kids having an argument, you know, this is fairly serious business, and I hope they can kind of, you know, sort it out, you know, as mature adults. But obviously, in terms of YouTube, people might not forgive and forget that quickly, you know, so we'll have to see kind of that situation. But yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed the commentary. I just thought it would be quite interesting to make. So as always, guys, thanks for listening with an open mind. That's really important for me. Thank you so much. As always, thanks, and see ya.